today I'm going to analyze the website of USA Network. I had the privilege to talk with them and get a better understanding what they are doing on their digital presence, and I was really sad to learn that USA Network is not involved with high-level personalization. So that being said, let me share some thoughts that we have. As we can see, it has a lot of episodes I could choose here. It's within a menu item. I can scroll for the most common ones, and the order could be changed. For example, I'm a huge Suits fan, but I have to scroll down. If I didn't have a large screen, I wouldn't see it. So why don't we just move this to the place of colony? It's a simple thing. Of course, I can click here to check out all the episodes and all the full episodes here. As I can see, they have a lot, and they have a chronological order for the episodes, which is great. But the order of these episodes that we can see here, they have the same length, the same height, so it will be a really easy development, a front-end development, just telling that if there is an actor or a movie or the sitcom itself that I like on Facebook and they could find it out, then they could just reorder it and ditch the alphabetical order because it would be more relevant. So going back to the front page, still very simple stuff. As you can see, we have sliders here. Of course, it's about what's going on right now. The thing could be that the sliders here could change with the same logic as I said with the full examples. They are already here with the same width that we can use here. All we would need is to start with the one that is the most relevant to the user. What is on now, I think it's a great way to show what I can be looking at now. But if I go to view schedule, I will see that there are so many things going on, and even though that it's in a chronological order and also with an alphabetical order, we could change this and highlight, maybe just do a little highlighting, you know, like with a hover or bolding the text, and without changing anything, just tell to the CSS file that whatever here is, then just highlight, because we know that that could be more relevant to the visitor on the site. Okay, back to the main page. As I scroll down, I see advertisement. That's really interesting. I can see advertisement on the top. I can see advertisement on the right, and it's working really well since I've been to this website, and the retargeting is great. I can see a show. I can see other shows and explore them, as we can see that they have new seasons. The same thing here. We have the same height, the same size for each shows, and the order. Actually, I don't get what's the order for this. Like original shows, click the show to expand. It's great that I can see it here, but we should reorder it. And just checking this. So let's say I'm interested in Mr. Robot. I see the latest episode. I can go to full episodes, videos, photos, meet the cast, read more about the show. So let's say I'm just interested in this robot. So I'm not actually a fan. I didn't like any actor and the sitcom and anything on Facebook or the digital channel. Then maybe what is about the show is more important than the latest episode, since I don't know what it is about. So I could change and put this about the show to the place where the latest episode is. On the other hand, maybe meeting the cast will be more important than checking photos than watching a full episode, since I haven't seen that. The other way around, if I'm the greatest fan of all time for Mr. Robot, then I could easily get to the latest episode or get some sneak peeks. Maybe I want to meet the cast. It's more important for me because I want to get the little insights. And let's dig deeper here. I know that the front page has some other elements which we will get back to, but now just for the curiosity's sake, let's check the show site of Mr. Robot. And this is what I really wanted to talk about. Like, every show on USA Network has their own micro website. I mean, this is amazing. Like, okay, here I can check the most popular, like Anansi Season 2. There is a background thing about like cast discussing the show's authenticity and so on. And I can scroll down and there are so many things. So maybe it's election. I'm an Obama fan. If I'm, then maybe the cast discussing the show's authenticity should be changed with the order, and I should move Obama to the top. As going down here, we see a lot of content here. I see that they went to South by Southwest. That's great. I've been to South by Southwest 2016. So maybe instead of showing the best of Mr. Robot, and the site would know that I've been to South by Southwest since I checked in, I liked many things, I've been there, you can see it from my digital footprint. This whole section could change part with the best of Mr. Robot. It's a simple thing, but this would catch my attention since this is something that I can easily resonate with. And the same thing with, if I'm a huge awards fan, I like Oscars and Golden Globe and so on, Emmy Awards, then this section should go up. And within each section, it could also change what we show here. And what is actually good, like I've been scrolling a lot now, and here is the latest. It's only at the bottom. And I think that's fine, because the latest is only important when, I got the most important things, and then I go to the latest. But the same way as we have latest here, we could have something else. We could have the most relevant section for you, and we would show content that is more interesting. If, let's say, I like certain actors within the show, then I should see news about those actors. If I was at South by, maybe I could see something there. So that's about the show, and let's randomly pick one gallery here. Here's every song from season 1 of Mr. Robot. Really great. So here is an article with all the songs. That's amazing. I love it. But there are just so many, right? I mean, just scrolling down, I think there are like dozens, maybe like 50, 70 of it. And I see that here is Queen. I'm a Queen fan, so I think it's not about like which episode the song was in, but let's say, and let's think about if USA Network could find out which musicians I'm interested in, they could highlight them for me and put them right here on the top. That's what we would need. Like same way there is a share. Why isn't it my favorite artist featured in the show? So you can go to personalization, and if there is a Queen fan, maybe this intro line which says season 2 of Mr. Robot is coming, and if the first season was an indication, it should have some of the coolest music on TV. And here at this part, after this sentence, we could personalize it. If the website would know that I'm a Queen fan, then the sentence could end this way. It should have some of the coolest music, like Queen, on TV. And like whatever, if the website knows what music I like, they just put whatever artist there is. It will catch my attention better, it will generate larger engagement. So this is how we could personalize one specific blog post. Okay, let's go back to the front page. And here we were, the original shows. We have the latest full episodes. I would just change the order here. If there is one that I liked, I would put there trending. It is really good, like what's hot, what's trending, and we should have the same section as this, but what's hot for you, what among trending, what is the most relevant to you. Change the order, have an extra section, and then what everybody's talking about, and I have many things here. Maybe if many people log in, and we would have Others here, we could show like what the community is interested in based on their social profiles. So two things before we wrap up. One is that since there are advertisements here, any kind of programmatic or RTB or retargeting is used here. If you have the social profile and the digital footprint of the visitor, you could fine-tune your advertising and show the most relevant one for the visitors. One additional thing, because all the things I talked about is really cool, but how do you capture the people? And this is the most important thing. Like, this is step one. Since there are a lot of sweepstakes, games, and capture of the users, whatever, when there is like a new season start for the show or anything, whoever is interested, if they want to subscribe, then we should let users, and they shouldn't be subscribing only with their email addresses or signing in to watch a full episode with their providers, but also with Facebook. So let me show you something. So let's say I want to see a show. So for me, in order to watch it, I should sign in. And the first thing is that I should either check whatever provider I have or get them from the list. And that's fine. And I know that I'm being redirected to, in this case, Verizon's website. But at this point, we could do something else as well, like a sneak peek. And while it's happening, like if someone logs in with Facebook login, maybe they could get a sneak peek, or per day they could watch one episode or two episodes. But these incentives could use to build their own database of USA Network. And just out of curiosity, let's check out like how many fans USA Network has and some of their shows. Network. USA Network has almost 500,000 fans on Facebook. Let's say Suits. They have more than 3 million fans on Facebook. And sometimes, the whole social communication is great. They are on every channel possible. But we could create a really simple landing page and capture people here. Like, for example, here is the lit up video contest. As we can see here, of course it's passed, but the same way as I could enter, and I know that it's over, but this is the section where you could capture, put a cookie down to the computer, create a CRM or DMP out of the user, use a service like SpringTap, and once someone participated in this, and then they come back to USA Networks or Suits website, microsite, we could instantly personalize the experience that I was talking about. So just two examples how to capture the people. One free episode per day or whatever per month to watch, or whatever contents that each shows, these shows have millions of fans. We could capture them, build a great database, and personalize the experience based on that.